What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to come in on the new year. Welcome to 2025. It's going to be a fantastic year uh, for all of us. Anyone who watches this video, I know is working hard to make trading a reality. Um, and this is going to be our year, guys and gals. So let's get to it. The reason I wanted to come on today, oh, by the way, New Year's Eve was my birthday. I am now 54. Thank you very much. Nobody has to say happy belated birthday. Excuse me, belated birthday or anything. Mizzy and David were on with me yesterday live. Uh, so I already got my birthday wishes. But what I wanted to come on today for was we're in an inflection point in the market. Okay. I have stopped using the 4 hour. Um, I just read the 1 hour better. Uh, and when the 1 hour, if we have a 1 hour market structure shift, more than likely, and the 1 hour changes direction in the market, the 4 hour is not far behind. Okay. So this gives me a little bit earlier indication, possibly of a market structure shift, and it still gives me some fantastic insight into where we're at and where we're going in the market. So, um, been bearish for a few days since this. We popped back up and then we started on our way down. So the last 3 days, we've been in our downtrend. Um, Great market structure, market maker model here. Um, and that's what I'm looking at because we're reaching this low right at a big number of 20,000, 21,000. Um, we are in the order block from this push up. Um, Now, I draw order blocks maybe a little differently than everyone else. I don't just take the last down candle, I take the last down move. So, all of these red candles right here is my order block. Okay. And I'm going to run it all the way down to the wick because when this candle opened, this green candle opened, it pushed down first. So, it was a red candle until it just barely closed green. Okay. So that is my order block, and that is where we're at. And you can see where that would be considered an order block because we came down and we bounced off of it. I mean, that was a 3 hour bounce. Would have been a fantastic trade off that order block. I did not see it. And that's from 300 to 545, 200, almost 250 point move. Okay. Would have been a fantastic trade um, to take, but I did not. Anyway, Um, now we've come back in and we're reaching for this last fair value gap here, okay, which is only um, about 70 points away. I say we hit that probably in the Asia session um, tonight on the first when the market opens. Um, and the question is, do we invert it and head for the low um, at 20,000 or do we bounce off of that and head back up? We do have this 1 hour inverted, which will give us some really good information. If we are going to move back into the buy side of the market maker model, we're going to have to invert this 1 hour inversion gap. Okay. So I love having this here. It's going to give us a lot of information if we get back through it. Um, we have that possibility that we bounce and reverse, get through the inversion, pull back, and off we go. Um, or we sweep the low at 20,000 and then have our reversal. Or third third option we're looking at is we break the 20,000, we retest and hold and start moving lower. In that case, I am looking for our fib um, on this swing right here from this high to this low. If you throw a fib on that swing, you'll see that we reversed between the 7.0 and 7.9, and the 2.7 is right down around 20,600. Okay. And that being the case, that means we're coming to sweep all of these lows. We're going to take out this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay. Then we're going to hit the 2.7, and then we're probably going to bounce from there. Okay. And go back buy side. That is my thoughts. That's what I expect the market to do. We'll see. I don't have a crystal ball. Um, but that's what I'm expecting. We either bounce off the fair value gap, we bounce off the liquidity sweep of this low at 21,000, or we go and take out all of this liquidity down here, and we get to the 2.7 of the fib. And I'll just throw that fib on real quick. So from the high to the low, it's hard to get it when you got everything squeezed in this tight. There we go. Perfect. All right. So you can see we came up between the 7.0 and 7.9. That's when we reversed. And if we break through this low here, to complete the fib, we need to come down to 20,619, which is just below this low here and right at the top of this consolidation. Okay. And this fair value gap right here that broke out of that consolidation. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm paying attention to. Um, and those are the three scenarios that we're going to have. Now, we do have a couple of inversion blocks down here. One of them is right here at this fair value gap. So very strong possibility we make a higher low, bounce off this fair value gap and this inversion to push higher. Okay. It's going to take a lot of strength for us to get through both of these inversions. Okay. To get down here to this 2.7. Um, Not saying it can't happen, but it's going to be high resistance. It's going to be a high resistance liquidity run if it happens. So you're going to have to size smaller. Uh, don't look for as big of targets and be very patient. I have a feeling the next couple of days, if we don't just hit the fair value and bounce, reject that quickly, then I think we're in for a lot of choppiness down through here. Um, so be very patient, be very careful. I'm going to try to be on live as much as I can throughout this process till until we reverse the 1 hour and go back into a buy side market maker model, um, which I think the next buy side will go take out the highs, the all time highs. By how much, who knows? Um, but that would finish cleaning up this imbalance in the market here that we never got to the top of. Um, so that's what I'm expecting. And those are my scenarios. Had a good day today, trading, made 4,000. Um, I had about $2,000 in losing trades. I had 6,500 in winning trades and used about $480 in commissions and fees because the majority of London through the New York to the New York Open, I was trading micros and I was trading quite a few contracts. And then I finally just said, you know what? Um, I've got the drawdown. I got 5,000 in drawdown. Just switch over to minis so you're not paying as much in commissions. Um, and so I did that uh, during the New York session. Ended up the day with, after fees and commissions, ended the day with uh, right at $4,000 in profit times 10 because I have 10 new Apex accounts on the 90% off. So that is a $40,000 day And that's what's possible through Apex because you can have so many accounts. And I think it's probably ended at midnight, the 90% sale, so it's no longer on. Um, but they priced all the big accounts the same as the 50Ks. So I got 10 150Ks for, I think it was either six, I think it was around 1670 or 1690 per account. So $17 per account, 170 bucks for 10 accounts. And if you can get those funded and keep them rolling, um, I mean, even at their minimum of $200 a day profit, you do that for 5 days, you've got $1,000 in each account. That's $10,000 uh, over a week. Uh, and then you can take, up to 2,000, I think it's $2,000 per account in payout. That's $20,000 you can take out when you're ready to take it out. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's as much as I hate Apex's intraday drawdown. Um, if you're looking to use multiple accounts, leverage your money over several accounts, um, you could do really good. I mean, if I'm making $1,000 a day, that's $5,000 a week per account. Uh, that is $50,000 weeks. Now, granted, the first few payouts are restricted on how much you can take, $2,000. Uh, but if I make $50,000 overall in a week on my funded accounts, I think I could draw out 2,000 of the five, leave three in, um, and have a $20,000 payday. So, um, yeah. Anyway, um, Happy New Year, everybody. Uh, I will be back on. The market doesn't open until 6 p.m. tonight, so I will be back on for Thursdays. Is today Thursday? Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I will be back on in the London session for Thursday's London and New York session, and then Friday's London and New York session. I'm going to try to do those live. Um, Again, if I am driving and you see me live, when you come in to the channel, if you see that I am muted, that means I am driving and I will not be talking. Um, but you know how I trade. I watch the 15-minute time frame. I want to see 15-minute fair value gaps being created, and then I want to look for an opportunity to trade those 15-minute fair value gaps in the direction of my bias. So that is what happened today. Two really great opportunities, one in the pre-market, one just before lunchtime. Uh, and people say, don't trade during lunch. Well, that's bullshit. Um, you know, the volatility we've had in the market lately, these moves can happen at any time during the day. So don't just discount the lunch hour and walk away from your computer because you would have uh, potentially missed uh, if we got in the middle of that fair value gap and we came uh, down to here and then bounced back up. As soon as we broke that, we could get out. As soon as we broke that high, that's 92 points. Um, that's a $2,000 trade, on a mini, $200 trade on a micro. Um, so, you know, don't believe that times of day matter. Yeah, you have micros where you want to watch for like the silver bullet stuff, but don't discount uh, any time of the day for a trade. It can happen at any time. Okay. So if you have the ability to be on the charts, be on the charts. Um, and once you get to where, uh, once we all get to where we want to be, like today, I would have made $40,000. I definitely could take the rest of the week off and wait until next week, see what Monday does, then maybe trade Tuesday and Wednesday, or maybe even the whole week. But you know, when you have the opportunity to make as much money as I've shown that you can make, uh, you don't have to trade every day. But the days you trade, if the market's moving well and you've got a good bias and it's showing you that that bias is correct, stay in the charts waiting for those opportunities because that's where you're going to make the money where you can take the rest of the week off. So, all right, we'll see you. Well, whoever shows up, we'll see you on the live streams for Thursdays and Fridays price action. Until next time, everybody, God bless. We'll see you later.